Hey, what's up, folks? This is live in the ATL. David here. Wow. If you're not, I had to rep this jersey right now. The Hawks beat the Orlando Magic finally this year. Wasn't as dominant as I had hoped because with the, let's be honest, man, in the first 3 games, Orlando pretty much just beat our ass. I'm talking handily beat our ass. And this was a game that the Hawks needed, not only, actually for a few reasons. Number one, to make a statement. I mean, the Hawks, if anybody in the NBA is not sold on the Hawks as an elite team and a title contender, then you got some scruples loose. I mean, yeah, I don't think the Hawks are better than Cleveland. I don't think the Hawks are better than the Lakers. I don't think the Hawks are better than the Magic. However, in a 7-game series, anything is possible. And when the Hawks play together, pass the ball around and stuff, they are competitive. I mean, just check out the teams that we have beaten. I mean, I can't go. Portland twice, Denver. We beat Boston 4 times, and they're currently leading their division in that weak-ass fucking division with the Sixers and Knicks, etc. But what a joke! But they're leading their division, and they're picking it up late. Beat the Magic now, and we won at Dallas, beat San Antonio. I mean, we beat basically every good team. We still got the Lakers on our schedule and played Cleveland tough. And that Laker game is here on Wednesday. Hold on.
Nelson dribbling with 12. In the middle he goes Carter. A long three for Vince. It's good. With 9.9. No timeouts left. It's a tie game. Here come the Hawks. Joe Johnson. 84-84. Joe dribbles across left side with 5, 4, 3. He drives. The runner at the buzzer is... Can't make it. Josh Smith jammed it in. They count it. And the Hawks win. The Hawks win. Hawks win. 86-84. They counted it on the floor.
Now that was the call on 790, the zone here in Atlanta. Steve Holman, Hawks broadcaster, longtime broadcaster, the call on that one. But I'll get to that the ending in a minute. But what the game stated was that the Hawks can beat any team in the NBA, especially in a playoff series.
Well, it was a thriller.
And the way the game started didn't look good. The Magic came out and scored. It was 20-8 in the first quarter, and I was like, holy shit, what is going on here? Hawks didn't move the ball. Orlando was going inside, popping shots. It was just absurd. And I was thinking to myself, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Then the bench came alive in the second quarter. In the second quarter, it took off from there. We led at half. And then in the third quarter, took control. And in the fourth quarter, 5.5 minutes and change, we were up 78-67. And all of a sudden, and it's exactly what Dominique and them said, the Hawks played conservative not to lose. I think 4 out of 5 possessions we turned the ball over. Either that, we got one shot and gone. Dwight Howard was a beast. You're not going to stop him, but I'm going to say something about him in a second. And Orlando just started to make shots. But what bothered me about that is the Hawks cannot let up on defense. You got to go for the kill. And I think in the past couple of years, not say last year or the year before that, but before we did the playoff run, we probably would have lost this game. But it was impressive that we hung in there. Superstar calls, Dwight Howard. Give me a fucking break. Alright, he pops Marvin Williams into chops. Right in front of that fucking ref. Are you trying to tell me he wasn't going to call a foul? What is he even doing being a referee? I mean, you couldn't be any more aligned to the fucking play, you dipshit. So you may need to get your eyes checked because you fucked up and almost cost us the game with that bullshit. And then Dwight Howard gets a foul called against Josh Smith on a play in which, that wasn't even as close to the play as when Marvin Williams got popped into chops. So it's ridiculous, man. I can't stand these fucking superstar calls. Excuse me, but we were resilient. We held on. On the play you just heard with 13 seconds when Vince Carter hit the 3, I knew Orlando was going to go for the 3. I actually thought it was going to be J.J. Redick, and then he hit it. And I was like, oh shit, I thought we were going to overtime, but I kind of knew that Joe Johnson was going to try to isolate and get the ball and get a shot. I didn't like the shot that he took. I thought we could have passed the ball a little bit. We had 9 seconds one time, but he shot it, and Josh Smith came out of nowhere and jammed that shit. And Josh Smith reminds me of a Dominique Wilkins, man. High-flying, dunking, and Josh Smith has made plays like that year in and year out for the last couple years. I mean, how Orlando didn't box him out is ridiculous. And for any Orlando Magic fans who want to say that, that the call was, the dunk was made after the buzzer, bullshit. 0.1 second. Check the shot. The ball went through the hoop and heading out of the hoop before the red light even sounded. You know, that was one hell of a play by Josh Smith. I mean, but you got to box him out. But, you know, Hawks did good on free throws. Hawks did good on three-pointers. The only thing I was concerned about was the fact of the mental lapse being conservative on offense when we had a chance to put the dagger in Orlando. And you give Orlando a chance to hang around, you know, you're going to pay. And we almost paid, but Hawks win it 86-84. We officially clinch a playoff spot now. We thought it was the win a couple nights ago, but Ilya Sports Bureau screwed up or something. But we're officially in the playoffs. And we got Philadelphia next on Friday. We beat them last time in Philly in the last 2 weeks. And then we got a game after that. And then we got the Lakers at home here. But 9 games left. We got to just keep plugging away. Wow, nice fucking win, man, without a doubt. So, Onakuno, I know you're an Orlando Magic fan, man. Great fucking game. And I'm going on record right now. I don't think the Hawks are going to catch Orlando for the division. I think Orlando's playing really good at the right time. It just wasn't meant to be for them tonight. They battled to the very end, but I think Orlando's going to take the division. I'm just hopeful that the Hawks, man, can get that 3 seed, because if we tie with the Celtics, even though we beat them 4 straight this year, they win it because they won the division in that joke of a division in the Atlantic. So, nice win overall. Offense was spread about. Mike Bibby came through, 4 3-pointers. There's been a lot of talk, you know, the last couple of years about Bibby, you know, not scoring as much as he did with Sacramento, but he doesn't have to with the team that we got. So, we can alternate players in. One thing that I disagree with is that at halftime they were talking about how who's going to be more competitive against Cleveland, Orlando or Atlanta, and the guy picked Orlando. I can understand that, but he said the Hawks bench is going to kill him. Dude, obviously you haven't fucking watched the bench. Mo West, Jamal Crawford, Zaza Pachulia, Mario West. Are you fucking paying attention? I guess not. So let me go, you know, give my analysis on ESPN. But Hawks win, big fucking win over the Magic, 86-84. If you haven't seen the highlights, check out the highlights. Late fourth quarter, last couple minutes was unbelievable, especially the last 20 seconds. Make sure you check out the highlights. And, hey, man, ATL, the Hawks, baby. 46-25. Clinch a playoff spot. Now let's take this thing and get this number 3 seed. And if we can get the division, that would be great. But Hawks beat the Magic, 86-84. I love it, man. That was a big fucking win. It was nerve-wracking. It's not Memorex. It's not tape. It's live in the AT fucking L. Go Hawks, baby. Peace.